Hello and welcome to the 36th, I think, episode of Jim's Raw Cooking. Today we will be attempting to make a French bouillabaisse, which is possibly the right pronunciation, but I have no idea. Alright, so to start off with, we're going to get a leek. I'm going to chop the end off, and we're going to chop down just to the end of the green. Chop there. We're going to save the white bit for later. What we're going to do with the green bit is we're going to cut off a couple of layers. Alright, and then with one of the layers we're going to peel that off. We're going to put all this in a what's it we don't want. We don't want the rest of it, we just want one layer, probably. I'm just going to wash this very quickly. So now that we've got our leek outer casing, we're going to attempt to make a little bundle of herbs to go in our bouillabaisse. Alright, so to do that we're going to need thyme, which is this one. We're going to need the bay leaves, which are here. What else do we need? Parsley. Okay, so we're going to grab a bit of parsley. So a couple of, like a bunch like that. We're going to chop off the stalks and put them in. I think we'll save the parsley like leaves for later. It's just the stalks that go in this bit. Chop them up a bit. Pop them in that bowl. So this is going to sit in our soup and give it lots of tasty flavour, and then we're going to take it out later. So we get the flavour, but we don't get all the kind of grittiness of all of these ingredients. Because they're very tasty, but not amazing to eat. Alright, just chopping the stalks up a bit, so they're going to fit in. There you go. Alright, we'll put them in a pile. Alright, what do we need next? We need some orange peel. Alright, so I'm just going to, I'll probably eat this orange while I'm waiting for it to cook, but I'm just going to slice down like that and see if I can peel this back, which may not happen. Oh, this is quite a thick skinned orange, which isn't helpful. There you go. So we'll get kind of two pieces like that. Well, one big piece and two small pieces. I'm going to eat that later, so that's fine. So that's our orange. What else do we need? We need a bit of chili. The chili flakes there. And that's it. We just need to try and put it all together. Alright, so I'm going to chop this orange peel into smaller pieces so it fits in. Let's see if this works. Okay, so pop everything inside. The bay leaves, the orange peel, parsley, stalks. We're going to hope that this doesn't fall apart. And we want some chili. This may not go quite as planned. Alright, so that's the chili. A little bit of thyme. Alright, so we've got a little package. Now what we want to do is tie it up with some string. Hopefully. I'm going to make two little bits. So, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Maybe if I kind of roll it up and then tie it at both ends. You think that will work? Let's try that. This might not go fantastically, but we can have a go. I'm going to push it in and then I'm going to tie it. Roll it up at the end, and we'll attempt to tie a knot in it. As you may be able to tell, I did not go to Scouts. My knot skills are pathetic. Alright. I'll make it ready with a knot and then. Alright. Pull it over. Pull it tight. Alright, so we're getting there. Ooh, please don't slide off the end. Go back on, Mr. Knot. I don't know, I can only tie laces, so let's try to do that. Alright, so that might work. And then we're going to try and do the other end now. Ah! Panic. Okay, try and keep everything in. Alright, so we're going to need a longer piece of string than that. Alright. Ooh, this is the fanciest thing I've ever done. Ooh. In my cooking. Okay. Let's try and pull that around. This isn't going fantastically, but it's worth the attempt. This isn't really working. Okay, give up on that one. Try again. So again, you can probably tell this is my first time ever doing this. I'm assuming if you become a pro chef, which is highly unlikely if you're trying to learn from my videos, but you probably get a bit better at this. Okay. Learn about, I am a pro chef, so pro. Alright. This is going to be a little package that sits in our soup. Alright, that's probably good enough. I'll probably try and put it in that way so it doesn't leak as much. But leak as much? Get it? Because it's a leak. I'll shut up. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's move everything out of the way. Okay, so we've got our little bundle. I'm happy I managed to do that. Okay, so now on to the main thing. We're going to cut our onions, potatoes, fennel, leek, garlic. Alright, okay, let's get this ready then. Okay, I'm going to start with the onions, because I want to cry. Alright. I don't know why I'm putting it in here when I want to put it in that one, but never mind. Yes, so this is, I kind of knew this was going to be a fairly challenging recipe, so, ooh. Let's see if I can make it to the end. There's, as you can probably see, there's quite a lot of ingredients sitting out. You can probably use similar substitutes for everything that I've got. So we're going to kind of do 2 small onions for this. We've got 1 leek, one approximately 100 gram potato. We've got a fennel root thing. I'm kind of confused as to what that is. I think it might be celery. Looks like it's celery. I'm not sure. It's like the root of celery. It looks like it. I'd have to check on that. Alright. Okay, so we've peeled our onions. Let's chop them up. So yes, this is supposed to be kind of a French fisherman's stew soup thing. I'm kind of slightly simplifying the recipe. Usually you kind of have 3 parts to it. while I'm kind of doing the main soup bit. So one part of that is that you make croutons, and I'm already crying. So sad. One part is where you make croutons, which I'm not doing today. The second part is where you make the soup, which I am doing. And then you kind of, it's like a bit where you separate out your fish and you kind of have that as something to go along with your soup. But as I want to be able to eat this all in one, I'm keeping the soup, the fish in, and I'm already crying very heavily. Oh, I'm not sure if we're gonna make it to the end. Oh, it's so emotional. I can't see now. Oh, that's not good. Oh, my eyes. Okay, so, oh, my back. I'm gonna peel the potato. I need a peeler for that. Peeler, please. Where are you? Where's the peeler? I use this one. I don't know where I put my favourite peeler, but never mind. So, yeah. I'm not sure how close I'm going to get to the authentic French style, but this is my attempt. Hopefully I can make something edible. Right, so with this we're going to, let me just check the recipe again. I think it's just chop and dice up. Into small cubes. So this is not a particularly starchy soup, which is quite nice as a change. It should be quite flavoursome and tasty. Alright, put the potato in there. And then we'll move on to, we'll finish off the leek we were doing. So for this I'm just going to kind of chop it into discs. And then I might chop the discs in half. I'm not sure. No, I think I might leave them as they are. I think we're probably going to blend this soup, so this should be fine how it is. I'm running out of bowls. Alright, so that's going to go in there. Alright. Okay. Fennel. I have no idea what to do with this, so I'm just going to chop the top off, chop the bottom off. It looks like there's kind of a core to the middle. I don't know, panic. Recipe saved me. It smells alright though. Fennel chopped. Alright, I will chop the fennel. It smells quite fresh, which is nice. I've never attempted to do anything with fennel before. Okay, it's falling apart. It's kind of like a mix between like a carrot and a kind of an onion, which is a bit weird. It's got the layers, but it kind of chops like carrot. It's got the same hardness of carrot, which is really strange. Alright. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing with this one, so I'd recommend trying to find out for yourself. Can't go too wrong though, can I? I'm just chopping it up. Alright. chop up some of the bigger bits. Okay, I've run out of space. More balls needed. Okay, so I'm gonna aim for smallish pieces and hope that I don't go too wrong. Okay, they're alright. That one's a bit chunky. Chop that off. So yeah, it says it's about an hour to prepare and then an hour to cook. So there's quite a lot of preparation going into this. I'm not sure. I'm up to 15 minutes, so that one's a bit long. I'm not sure if I'm gonna fit it all in. Almost there. Okay, we're doing this and then we're doing our garlic and then we should be pretty much ready to go. I've run out of bigger bowls. Alright, so that's our fennel. Hopefully I've done that reasonably. Alright, so we'll do our garlic, which I'm going to chop up finely. After peeling it. There's supposed to be 4 cloves of garlic. There's the other one. I'll probably link the recipe in the description for this one, because if you manage to follow my instructions from this, you can do the channel. This is another BBC Good Food recipe, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back now. Just finishing peeling the garlic. Put that in there. And then the next one. Alright, so that's our garlic peeled. Let's try and get these little bits out of the way. All the garlic ends and stuff. There you go, I can go in there. Alright. Okay, chopping the garlic up. So this is quite a lot of garlic, but it's a big soup, so it should be okay. Alright, so, little bowl, pop the garlic in there. I think we're almost ready with our main ingredients. I think we've got to prepare the fish, and then we should be ready to start. Alright, so, the recipe asks for a kilogram of fish, but I do not have a kilogram of fish. I have less than a kilogram of fish. I have 500 grams of fish, because I haven't got enough fish. Alright, so this is my bag of fish. It's a mixed bag of fish. I have no idea what fish is in it. It smells like fish. Alright, so this is going to go in about actually no, that looks pretty chopped up. Yeah, it's already been chopped. Oh, how nice of them. You'll never guess where I got it from as well. Alright, so we don't actually have to do anything with the fish. I'm going to wash my hands though, because I've just touched raw food and stuff. Now that's ready. I think we're ready to go on to cooking it. So, let me turn the light on there, and then we can have a go. So, let's have a look. So, we've done the herb packet thing. We're going to get a very large dish, some olive oil, and a spoon. Okay, so we're going to heat some oil in it. Give us a splash olive oil. We're going to start the heat that up, and then we're going to get ready to throw in our onion, sliced leek, and fennel. We're going to cook that for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to get the timer ready if it sticks to the thing. Please, Mr. Timer. Oh no. Magnet is broke. Okay. 10 minutes ready. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to chuck in everything else now. So, okay. So we want our onion. Yes. Our chopped leek. And then we want our fennel. We're going to cook this until it's a bit soft. And that looks like a lot of thing, but that's our main soupy bit, so it's a decent amount of our ingredients, so it should be big enough, I hope. Please be big enough. Alright, so yeah, I'm just kind of gonna move them around on a lowish heat for about 10 minutes. I'll see you after that. Bye. Alright, so it's coming up to about 10 minutes on the fennel, onion and leek. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw in our garlic, like that. We're going to cook it for 2 minutes more, and while we do that, we're going to get the other stuff ready. Alright, so after it's been 2 minutes from now, which I'm going to start the timer, we're going to add our herb bundle. We're going to add tomato puree. How much of that do we need? We need 1 tablespoon, so I'll get a tablespoon. Put the spoon there, and then we're going to need to get our star anise and our saffron. Alright, so I know I've not done this stuff before, so that's the star anise. It's like a kind of not quite a nut kind of thing. It's very fragrant. And then we've also got a tiny pinch of saffron in there. You don't have to use it, but well, the recipe says you should use it, but my cheapskate instincts say that you probably don't have to. We're also going to use some chopped tomatoes. You can use fresh chopped tomatoes, but I'm just using stuff out of a tin. And then salt and pepper. I'm going to add some fish stock after that. And show you all we eat. Alright, so that's basically been 2 minutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to chuck in our tomatoes first. Yeah, why not? Tomatoes. There you go. And then star anise. That's going in. I'm not sure if I should break it up. Should I break off the petal bits? Yeah, I'm going to break off the kind of the petty bits and see if that works. I'm not sure if I should, but I'm going to. I'm going to chuck the main bit in as well, but I'm just breaking it up a bit so there's different parts. Alright, we're going to stir that around now. Alright, we're going to chuck in our little pieces of saffron without the orange peel that's fallen in there. Little bits of saffron, like that. Alright, we're going to get our herb bundle. Hopefully that won't leak everywhere. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that down, and then I'm going to add another piece of string because it's actually going to escape through the middle. Panic. Okay, so I'm going to add another piece of string to it around the middle. Just took that over. See if this works. Hopefully it shouldn't go everywhere. If I can even remotely try and tie this thing. Why not? It's got a bow now. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to pop that in. Like that. Okay, what are we doing next? We are tomato puree. We need a tablespoon of this, I think. We're going to add the potatoes now, which we probably could have done earlier, but never mind. Yeah. This is double concentrate stuff, so I might not fill it all the way. I think I probably need a new tube soon. That's about a tablespoon, if I can get it out. There you go. Alright. Oh. Okay, so that's my tomato stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the potato and that. Yes, and we're going to leave that for a moment while I boil the kettle. We're going to simmer that for a minute while I boil the kettle, and I'm going to add the fish stock. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so we're going to need about a litre and a half of fish stock. So I'm going to put in 2 of these little fish stock pots. There you go. Flop. And flop. You can use your own fish stock, but I don't have any, so I'm not going to. Just about enough water. Alright, so I'm going to stir that up boot. I'm going to need a longer spoon. I'll use a fork. I'm just going to try and dissolve this in here. Try and break it up a bit. That's hot. Almost there now. I think. Only a few little bits left. And it should be ready to go in. Yeah, that's about done. Alright, so pop this in. Come on, go on. There you go. Okay, so I'll pour that in like that. Little bowl. Alright. So, the hell is this from? Oh, that's from the tomato. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to wait for 30 minutes. So I'm going to spam the timer. I'm going to get the lid, and then I'm going to wait. Where's the lid? Sorry about that. Alright, so I'm going to leave that there for 30 minutes and see what it looks like when we come back. We're going to leave it on a slow boil, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye! Alright, so it's been sat there for about 30 minutes on the boil, so I think it's about ready now. So pop the lid over there, turn off the heat temporarily, and what we're going to do is we're going to blend it, because I like blended soups. Alright, so we're going to fish out our bundled. That hasn't completely collapsed. It's mostly in one piece. I think we've kind of succeeded, and we're also going to get out the star anise because that's kind of hard. Luckily, it floats, which is very nice. Let's just fish it out. Alright, so it smells nice. Okay, so now that we've got our kind of vegetable soupy bit, we're going to move it over here onto my my mat, and then we're going to blend it. So, moving the spoon out of the way, so we'll go blending it. Okay, so once we've blended it, we're going to move on and we're going to poach our fish in the soup. Volume warning. Just trying to get the last few bits. There's a bit more there. Most of the pieces yet. I think we've got most of them. That's good enough. We've got kind of a smooth soup now. So I'll wash that out in a minute. So we're going to pop this back on the stove. I'm going to bring it to a kind of back to the boil, and what we're going to do is we're going to get our fish. Fish is ready. Okay, this is about half a kilogram of fish. You can use more, you should use more. I don't have enough. And what we're going to do, I think it's got kind of a salmon and stuff. I don't really know my fishes. It's probably, maybe it's got some cod in, haddock? I have no idea. I need to learn my fishes. I know it's got salmon in, there you go. That's about it. So these are going to take about 5 or so minutes to cook. Not very long for fish. We're just going to pop them in and poach them. And we're also going to pop our parsley in at the same time. Yes, so it's for this soup, it's kind of traditional to scoop out the fish after you've poached it and served it separately, but I kind of need it to be in one bowl so it's portable, so I eat this on the go. So I'm going to leave it in and see how that works. Alright, so we're going to also add salt and pepper, which I forgot to do earlier. Lots of beach, not too much salt though because we've got the fish on top. There you go, we'll mix that in a second. Alright, so we're going to mix that in. Now it's kind of coming back up to temperature, we can put our parsley and fish in. Alright, so this should actually become a fishy soup now. Alright, so start the timer, about 6 minutes, or until it's cooked, basically. Not too overcooked, because you don't want kind of tough fish. But yes, I'll see you then, back in a minute. Alright, so it's coming up to about 6-7 minutes. I think it's about done. Most of the fish looks cooked. Salmon looks cooked. So let's get it out. Let's stop the heat. See how it tastes. Alright, so I have a little tasting bowl. So I'm going to attempt to get some of the fish. And see how it tastes. What I'm actually going to do for once is I'm going to leave it for a minute so I don't burn my mouth. Be back in a minute. Alright, so it's cooled down a little bit now, so I'm going to have a little taste. It's actually quite tasty. That's very nice. Alright, so it's very kind of smooth and very tasty. Alright, so this was probably about the 36th episode, maybe, of Jim's Raw Cooking, and we made a French bouillabaisse. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know. Bye!